Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We are now going to make our way sort of up to the northern areas to check out some of our villages. We've got various artisans to meet with.
Adventures can wait.
Looks like we're the only tired person, so I think we're fine to keep going. Hey trader, do you happen to have the armor piece I'm looking for? You don't. Alright. Any other traders here? Or artisans? Chemo. Nope. Sherelle? Okay, nothing from you either. Then I guess we just move on. Please. Wolf?
I'm there.
Come on. And we go up to Trade Guard. We were here recently because we were searching for Bakken. And that's when we found out that he wasn't actually... Hello. Fae Glade. Ah. We have a quest to take care of a Fae. That's where you're at. How do we get there?
Why don't we set up camp?
There we go. Let's camp before we go in. Once again, Canara's in the team. Because we stopped by our town. I don't understand why they always switch it. I still find that weird.
Trolls stopped fearing fire. It takes courage to change one's essence, even with the aid of magic.
I prefer to cut off their heads first and think about the rest later.
Yes. So what do we know about this Fae? Trail of Misfortune. A whole chain of inexplicable and very unfortunate events has struck the settlement. Tools and foodstuffs keep disappearing. Hunters get lost in the forests that they know like the back of their hand. Homesteads are flooded away by waters rising from the wells. It can't go on this way. And so we found out it's a band of Fae from a nearby forest that's to blame for the misfortune. High time these tricksters were paid a visit. Well, let's pay them a visit then. Why are you causing misfortune for my people? Reckless Satyr Bowman. Get lost. Go talk to that elf of yours. See if I care. The foul, nauseating stench of morning afterbreath permeates the glade. Fae of all sizes and shapes litter the ground, sleeping on the grass side by side, some of them scarcely clothed. A drowsy satyr squints in pain and shifts his hazy gaze to you. So you guys just had a big party and got totally wasted. Okay. Curses, who is it? Who's there? Baroness Melandra, the rightful ruler of these lands. Ha! I swear I could tell that just by looking at your puffed up chest. What do you want? Why do you keep upsetting the locals in a loud voice? I was just passing through when I saw you and I thought to myself, why I should come pay my respects. Intimidate, leave and never come back. I won't repeat myself. How can I persuade you to allow the villagers to live in peace and depart these lands for good? Or just attack? You shouldn't have said that. Make peace with your gods. Why do you keep upsetting the locals? Some of them forget their place. We won't stand by while some pointy-eared oaf frolics with our girls. Really? That's... Some people got too close to some fae, which seems to be a fairly common thing, and you guys decide you were just going to hurt all of the humans around? Well, all of the humanoids? What are you talking about? Satyr waves at you dismissively. I'm not bowing to you. You have no power over me. In a loud voice. Should I do that one? Pay my respects? I'll try the option, see how it goes. Just passing through and I saw you and I thought to myself, why I should come pay my respects. Satyr hisses, covering his eyes with his hand. In the name of all that's good and fair, lower your voice. An even louder voice. Huh? You were saying? Alright. Sorry about that. Satyr sighs in relief, massaging his temples. How can I persuade you to allow the villagers to live in peace? I don't really need you to depart these lands for good, but can you leave the villagers alone? Satyr stares at you with an expression of pure agony on his face. Oh, what the hell? I couldn't care less about your damn villagers. My head's splitting in two. Just bring me a drink. The poison is the cure, you know? You bring me a drink, and I'll take the gang home. It's not like I'm ever going to change her mind, the scatterbrain. Okay, let's pass the bottle to the satyr. Here's your medicine. Huh, not bad. It's no fun playing tricks on those dim-witted farmers anyway. Farewell then. I'm not going to miss your face. Baring his teeth in a grin, the satyr reluctantly rises. Rise and shine, you drunkards. We're going home. Apparently it was jealousy. Apparently it was a jealous satyr who roused the Fae to action. One way or another, they've been dealt with for now. Life in the settlement is already returning to normal. Okay. Well, that was simple enough to deal with.
I do what
Just
I
a
want.
jealous satyr convinced all the others to cause problems for the farmers.
I'm off.
Well, any loot while we're here? I am curious about what Fae he was talking about. Wondering if it's another one
In due time.
who has been tricked by the Guardian of the Bloom. Or if it's just actually some random Fae. Well, that was dealt with nice and simply. Let's continue on our way to Trade Guard. Do I want to swing by here? No, not for +1 culture. +1's pretty terrible. We do have a kingdom event. Yet again. What do we have here? Before we go into Trade Guard. Yes, we've supported the general's endeavors, so he's ranked military up to rank 3. Excellent. Ancient tradition, an invitation to celebrate folk festival. Right. Triumph. You only had like a 70%, so I wasn't certain. But the high priest arrived at the folk festival, leading his congregation in solemn procession. He blessed the feast table and invited the guests to pray to the gods. +2 loyalty and +5 divine. Which means he's almost ready to rank up to rank 4 as well. We've got a new project. Strengthen castle's skills as a general. The advisor learns new nuances of their craft and becomes more efficient in their post. Costs 100 BP, but it's investing in the advisor. I can use Lindsay to strengthen castle? How does that work? Castle's my general. Unless it's saying that Lindsay could be a general, but that seems weird. We'll need to purchase more BP, of course. Because we never have enough. I And yeah, I still don't really care about the divine protection from poison in our region or the trade agreements. Cool. Carrying on to Trade Guard. Mostly I'm still just looking for whichever random trader is supposed to have our armor piece. But I think they're supposed to be named. Which means it's likely not going to be any of these guys. Yeah. Okay. Because I think they said it was a trader with a weird name in one of the villages. But basically all of the traders in the villages have normal names. Or actually they're just called trader. Unless it's one of my artisans. But I've been checking in with them as well as we swing around. So far, no luck. So Trade Guard is another one that had no luck. Let's head up to Oleg's and we can stop by Bakken.
Time to get some rest.
He was looking for the 3 books that we have about potion making.
We should gather our strength.
Wow, terrible weather here. While we're here, let's have you swap out for your sister again. Mainly, so it's not that I have anything against Canera, but we've adventured with Canera so much that I want to spend more time with Kaliki.
Follow if you dare.
The gate hinges are deformed and the deadbolt's broken. Were we not able to fix that up? Because we should have sent the Sweet Teeth to deal with that. Alright, Bakken. I've got your books. About those tasks of yours. Is this the book you wanted me to find? It is, yes. Let's take a look. A bit tattered, isn't it? Seen better days, that's for sure, but it'll do just fine. Thank you. And here's the second volume of that book set. Perfect. Hand it over, will you? Wait, I have this one. Well, this is awkward. Come on, man. And of Transmutations and Bodily Poisons, Volume 3. Here you are, Bakken. Bakken's eyes glisten. Just what I needed. All 3 volumes. All that's left now is to read through them, assemble all the necessary ingredients, but I can handle that myself. Thank you for your help. I'll send word once I've found something. Okay. What do you have? And what are your prices? Yeah, we can buy the Transmutations and Bodily Poisons 2 off of him. So yes, he did have it on him. Fantastic. We could buy some potions, which I keep saying part of me wants to. Though we haven't needed them as much lately. But there was a time a while back that I was going through them a lot and was thinking about buying more. I don't know. Oh, like anything new with you? Guess not. Nothing new to offer. Nothing standing out. It's particularly important amongst your goods. Nope, I think that's all fine. Well, we can rest here before we continue on our trip, but at least we've given Bakken the books he needed. If we're lucky in the morning when we go out and talk to him, he'll have figured out whatever he needs next. But I doubt it. I guess while we're here, anything new with Svetlana? Nope. Okay, Bakken. You make any progress overnight? No. Alright. Well, progress with his storyline. I do wish that we could meet him at Trade Guard rather than here because Trade Guard is closer. But nope. So we've been to all of our towns besides, I think, you now. Extremely out of the way. I wish we could fix up Nettle's Crossing. Because that would be nice to have that as a route. But we can't. At least, not yet. It's also possible that the trader we're looking for is in the Silverstep village. That's possible. Maybe we'll check that out. Apparently more kingdom events going on. Next time we stop to rest, I'll check those out.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
Once Valerie's tired.
We should gather our strength.
Okay. Let's see what we have. Strengthen his skills as the general. Success. New event. Doomsayers scares townfolk. Jod insists you need to intervene in an important matter and awaits you at the castle. We will deal with that when we get back. He has been very negative towards various religions he doesn't agree with. And I don't know if that's what we're dealing with there, or if there's actual problems.
Arrogant. Could the simple science of common decency be too complicated for such a learned man?
I'm not arrogant at all. On the contrary, I'm open to everyone. I just don't see the point in faking amiability. But it's rich to hear about arrogance from the noble born. You were taught from a young age to stick up your nose and avoid the truth like some oily mess that might smear your doublet.
She has her own arrogance, it's true. But she's not as aggressive in her arrogance as you are. She tries to be generally polite. Ooh, the lake's been measured, so we need to get back to the Sweet Teeth to give them another task. Hello, random encounter. We are close to Varnhold, which means we might be running into some scarier tasks. Nope, just goblins.
Taste my fury.
You can take on that. Dog Slasher. Yes, Wolf. See if you can handle this goblin dog slasher. Yep, looks like you're having no trouble with the dog slasher. Oh. Didn't realize there was a goblin there. I was like, why is no one moving? Alright, good job, team. Let's get out of here. I always click the X when I need to click leave. There's parts of the UI that I won't say are wrong or bad, but for whatever reason, my brain just doesn't find the correct buttons. Okay, so we're looking for the villagers here in the hopes that we find whatever shopkeeper has the armor piece. Because this does feel more likely, given that these people have names, than some of them have names, than going to another one of our towns and meeting a random nameless villager, trader. Revis, you have a name, and Lidka. Are either of you traders? Your suspicions about everyone founded? No, we don't want to tell him he was a werewolf. Can I see your wares? You do not have the notable item. You've got a +2 hand axe that I don't really care about. I do need to keep an eye out for a magical heavy crossbow that we could give to Lindsay. Okay, are there any other... You are another person. Are you a shopkeeper? No. Is there anyone else here? Did I go all the way over to here? Yes. I don't think that was a merchant shop. Is there really no one else around? I was actually quite hopeful that this was the place I needed to be. But unfortunately, no. Alright, we'll check out this building there just in case. But I think this was Ivor's home. And I think he ran off, so there probably is no one here. Yeah. Alright. So it is not this village. That's disappointing. Well, then we can go to the other village that we have in the area and see if that's where our trader is. Otherwise, I don't know where we would go to get the last piece of the onslaught armor. Because we have been everywhere. Unless the village in question is my capital. We already talked to Hesef or something like that. The trader who was in our capital and had one of the pieces. So I'd be shocked if there was another one there. Hi, trader. Do you happen to have it? No. Nothing else of note. There's a bunch of junk we got from some goblins. I don't know.
Ammo.
Mim? Is it you? Right, we need to talk to you because you are working on making a masterpiece. Mim blinks vacantly. Oh, it's you, Your Grace. It's good to see you. What can I do for you? You mentioned I could grant you 3 wishes to help you create your masterpiece. Yes, that's very true. You granted my first wish. As to the second, they say that ink is the blood of science. In that case, alcohol is the blood of creation. The girl gives you a provocative look. I don't mean the ordinary tavern booze. I need something delicate, rare, like berry wine from Kionin, or even, oh lord, elven absinthe. She slaps her head, freezes for a second, and starts speaking faster and faster and waving her hands in excitement. Why, of course, why didn't I think of that? Elves, they're so close to the nature. To be one with nature. That's the unity I'm looking for. You need to get wasted on elven absinthe so that as your method to become one with nature. Bring me a bottle, if you please, of either. It will fill my restless creative spirit. Just one gulp, and I will pierce the abyss of existence with a stare, sink down into the bottom of my soul, and finally comprehend what the hell I've been trying to drag from it into the world. Shake the bottle, look what I've got. Apparently we have one of them. I don't get how an alcoholic beverage can help you find inspiration. I mean, I'll ask, how does alcohol help you find inspiration? I hope that's not me saying no. I mean, we've been wrong before, and so it's kind of dangerous to ask. I'll just give her the bottle. Look what I've got. The girl has an eager gleam in her eyes. Oh, I've been waiting so long. Thank you so much, Melandra. Your Grace. So we gave her the Kionin berry wine. I have to admit, I have no idea what my third wish should be. I'll tell you as soon as I come up with something. Now, if you'll excuse me, Art can't wait. But I need to talk to you about more stuff. Who taught you gold work? My father is a successful watchmaker. His shop supplies the richest families of Brevoy. When I grew up and it was time to teach me, he decided to move from simple to complicated, to start with the shell and then move on to the mechanisms. I learned how to make a golden chain, how to cast a perfectly smooth case, how to etch an ornament and encrust with jewels, and entirely lost interest in springs and gears. How did you learn to make magical items? Father insisted. Once he realized I wasn't going to work with mechanisms, he said I need to have at least some practical skill, and arranged my apprenticeship with his old client, a grumpy old professor of transmutation. I pouted for a long time, but now I'm grateful. That knowledge has actually come in quite useful. Alright, can we talk about something else? Seems that Mim has again been carried away by the side of the mountains. Yes, of course. About what? Why'd you move here from Rostov? I didn't decide any such thing. I just realized all my hair will go gray of boredom if I spend even one more day in Rostov's mud. I explained it to my father, packed my things, and struck off over the hills and far away. I stopped here mostly because for the scenery. The tours of the Lebanese are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I wish I could climb Talon Peak, but I can't seem to find the time. And when I do get a free day, the weather is always bad. Isn't it difficult for a master craftsman from the capital to get used to living in the country? Mim sniffs. Do you mean getting used to fresh air and clean water? To wearing simple, comfortable clothes every day and forgetting about makeup? What about not having to watch out for stinky horse piles and puddles wherever you step? Oh yes, it's tough out here. And do you have enough customers? Thank you for asking, but your own orders are quite enough for me. I'm an artist, not a craftsman. I don't feel the slightest desire to drudge over tasteless trinkets for the wives of merchants and elderly pleasure seekers. Besides, they wouldn't be able to afford my finest creations anyway. Alright, let's talk about something else. Have you figured out your third wish? You haven't come up with one, have you? Not yet. You can't rush the delicate movements of the soul. I can feel it growing within me, and that's all for now. Okay?
I'm there.
So we've given her her second gift, which was a bottle of elven wine. I'm assuming the first gift, or the first miracle, or whatever it was that she needs, was the emerald we gave her. That was way overpriced. Yeah. So it's not there. I don't know. Do we have anything... Any more information from you, Dragon? No. We might need to swing back by him at some point to figure out what's next. But I guess at this point, let's head back to Tuskdale, because we're done over here.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
And we can talk to the Sweet Teeth.
Why don't we set up camp?
Sure.
You are the only living creature I know whose entire purpose is its own death. This makes you quite an interesting curiosity, well worth mentioning in one of my works.
If you think I will be flattered by this, you are deeply mistaken. I don't care what you write in your books. There are no words that can change the inevitable.
I really should bring out some other people, but I really do like this party. It's a good team. Alright, we've got quite a bit going on in our throne room. So let's go deal with all of that. Alright, who's this? Judging by his flaring nostrils and furrowed brow, something has upset Jod greatly. Your Grace, I have here one of your subjects. He goes by the name Remus. We caught him spreading false prophecies, sowing fear among your people. Strange old man obsessed by visions, who you first met on the road not far from Oleg's trading post. Oh yeah, he was the one, I'm assuming, who told us where to find Tartuccio. He was a blind man who said he could see through the fog that was blinding everyone else, or something to that effect. The old man before you is clad in tattered rags. His gray hair and beard are filthy and matted. Judging by the smell, he has not bathed in some time, perhaps years, and you have to fight the urge to cover your nose. Oblivious, the old man picks at his beard in silence, as if trying to catch lice. You're not certain he even knows where he is. Jod straightens, his face flushing. As if that wasn't enough, this, Erastil, forgive my words, prophet blasphemed against the deities, proclaiming we must bow to some false god. At the mention of God, the old man shudders and his eyes go wild, almost feverish. The goddess will rise from the forests, from the swamps. You've cut down her trees and drained her marshes, but she will take no more of this. Fall to your knees and repent, and she will grant you a swift death. I'm wondering if that's the Guardian of the Bloom. Because we're talking about some sort of powerful figure who is focused around the local, potentially not a god, but a very powerful nymph, dryad, whatever she is, focused around the nature of the area that feels like the Guardian of the Bloom. And so this could be an accurate prophecy of her intent. Or whatever danger is going to happen on Bald Hilltop in like 90 days or whatever it is. If there's another Fae that attacks. Either way, I don't think this is a false prophecy. I don't necessarily agree that it's guaranteed to be a goddess. But there's probably something that he is correctly prophesying. Your Grace, you have to deal with this madman. I'm the only sane person in this city. This hideous, ugly city. Its stone buildings claw into the soil and thinks themselves safe. But the sky shall open, the earth shall tremble, and this city shall crumble beneath its pride. Erastil, have mercy. Will you be silent, you fool? And another world shall swallow the ugly city and its careless dwellers, and only the rain shall weep for the emptiness left in their place. I would know more of your prophecy, Ramus. We've already met just outside Oleg's trading post, remember? When did you bring this matter to me, Jod? I'm gonna try and see if he remembers me. We met outside Oleg's trading post, do you remember? Ramus gives you an absent-minded look. Seems he's at a loss. It's up to you to decide this homegrown Eridan's fate. Baroness, I await your command. Eridan was the immortal Aslanti who raised the Starstone from the bottom of the Inner Sea. Why are you calling him a homegrown Eridan? I don't know. Let's talk about your prophecy, Ramus. Yeah, before we decide what to do with you, I want to know more about your prophecy. Ramus looks at you silently, nervously pulling at his beard. What is this other world you speak of, and what will happen to this city? How do you know about that? Tell me about the goddess, and I would know more of her. What is this other world you speak of? Probably the first world. I keep wanting to call it the Feywild. It's not. This is Pathfinder. A different world, fierce and wild, where mountains impale the sky, where rivers change direction, where the very trees talk to the stars. Ramus swallows and stares ahead as though lost. The wild world will consume this city, shape it in its own image. It will be the end of all. How do you know about that? The goddess showed it to me in my vision. She whispered about a beautiful new world. It told me she would heal nature's wounds, but I don't want it. He shakes his fist, threatening someone invisible. She must be stopped. Sacrifices. We must offer up sacrifices. Goats or cows or horses. That'll be enough. It must be enough. I don't think sacrificing animals is gonna solve this problem. Tell me about this goddess. I would know more about her. Her fury is like a river after a storm. Her voice thunder in a summer sky. Her touch is cold as sharp as a sliver of ice. She is beautiful as a dream. Ramus stutters, then blushes. It's been 40 years since I last longed for a woman, but her. Neutral good. So an angry goddess will lay our city to waste because we drained her swamp. She must be a petty goddess indeed if she takes part in the affairs of mortals, even on such insignificant occasions. Perhaps you simply had a dream, and it merely seemed real. Or stop talking nonsense, you old fool. I'll cut out your tongue. I would prefer you to stop spreading fear among the people. But I appreciate your prophecy coming to me because I think there is truth to it. Like, this is the sort of thing that is useful in the hands of someone with the power to do something about it, but causes fear when shared with everyone else. So for now, can you stop telling everyone else? Perhaps it was simply a dream and merely seemed real. Diplomacy 22 against a DC 25. I like our chances. But... Rames's gaze becomes clear for a moment. His shoulders slump and he looks even older now, more tired. Maybe you're right. I need to lie down. Praise be Erastil. Is that a glimpse of reason? I thank you, your grace. You have turned this poor man towards the light. I'll find him a place to sleep and make sure he's fed and sent back where he came from once he wakes. I think we should expect no more trouble and no new prophecies. Jod smiles and bows, signaling the end of the conversation. So that's probably giving us a glimpse of what we can expect from the future with regards to the Guardian of the Bloom. Shrel's here. The half-elf is clearly embarrassed to be in the palace. He shuffles his feet and bows shyly. Greetings, your grace. Here, I've brought you something. Shrel bows as he hands you a bundle, the thaumaturge's cloak. Thank you. I hope to see more proof of your mastery in the future. The half-elf blushes and bows hurriedly. Shrel shifts from one foot to the other and then finally gets up the nerve to speak up. You've done so much for me, your grace. You cleared my name of slander, freed me from jail, gave me a chance to do my job with honor. Someone wiser than I would simply settle down and live a happy, quiet life, but there's a reason I was arrested at the outskirts of your domain. I don't want to discuss it here. Please, come over to my village when you have a moment. We can talk there. Believe me, I have quite the story to tell you. Well, I'm sure we'll make our rounds again soon enough. Hey, Lindsay. There's a commotion in a village by Lake Silverstep. An artisan you know has gone missing. Mim Wobblegander. A local shepherd saw her walking with a backpack toward Talon Peak, but didn't ask her where she was going. She did mention she wanted to go check out the mountains. I think you should look for her. It's been a few days. She might have gotten herself into a messy situation. I wish I knew what or where. Okay. Bloody craft. Sherelle wants to talk about somewhere there aren't any witnesses around. What does he want to discuss? 3 wishes. Will fail in 13 days. Okay, so we actually have a time limit on that one. I do appreciate them telling me. And then task for the sweet teeth. Let's deal with the sweet teeth now. And then probably next we will head back up towards the village by Silver Step Lake, whatever it is, to find Mim. Oh, I didn't actually want to leave. I wanted to go to the Sweet Teeth. They're in the main square. Although I think we are out of tasks for them. At least for now. Maybe there's another one, but I feel like the Lake Shore was the last one that was available at the time. I guess we'll see if something new has shown up. And I probably should check with all of these shops just to make sure none of them have the armor piece I'm looking for. They shouldn't, based on the description, but you never know. We've measured the lake, but there was a small problem. The shore is sometimes so wavy that it's 30 feet to walk, but if you measure every curve, it's 200. And if you measure really carefully, it's even 1,000. We argued for a long time what the right way to measure it was, and in the end, we decided to take an average. The figure we got, Elkie? How long was it? Deepin proudly presents you with a huge skein of wet rope. This long. We gained a 329 rope. Wow. Let's see if we can complete another task. Orders to go collect the moon from the sky. We can do anything. On the other hand, no, I don't have any errands for you. I don't want to just tell you to get out of the capital. We'll find more tasks for you, I'm sure. I have to go. Thanks for stopping by. If you need anything, just whistle. We'll see if Canara or Cassie have anything to say about the sweet teeth now. No? Alright, let's talk to your sister. No. Okay. Have to go. So long. Good luck to you in everything you do. Thank you. Oh, there was a item we could collect there. What are you? Oh, Kaliki's poems. Have we read that before? I learned today that northern skies have a desert sand of their own, called snow. Touched by the sunlight, it outshines any gem I've ever seen. With my dazzled eyes. Oh, how can all these people live with all this beauty yet pay it no heed? When skies throw such treasure to their very feet. I waited patiently until no one was watching, then stole a handful of this snow and ate it. Do you laugh? Now I know the taste of the north, and I like it. Next, I will eat an icicle. I don't know if I'd call that a poem. I don't know. I'm not any sort of artist or author. But sure, thanks for your poem, Kaliki. Alright, Arsino, I'm certain you do not have the armor piece. But we can check. Not surprisingly, you do not have the armor piece I need. Riddell, you might. You do not. Tessie the Quill almost certainly will not, because you are a bookseller. Didn't we already talk to you about all these? Good day, Your Highness. Tell me about yourself. Nothing to tell. Native of nowhere. Live on the road. Peddle books. No family, no home, no cares, no troubles. How'd you meet Lindsay? Went through a village from time to time. Weren't many buyers. I was lucky to sell half a dozen calendars each year. Yeah, we read that. Decided to stay with us. For now. Lindsay wants my help selling the books she's printing. Trade's good, so I'll stick around and be an eyesore for a while. When I'm tired of it, I'll be on my way. What do you have for sale? So nothing there. Whole bunch of random books. Zarcy, what about you? Show me your wares. Nothing notable there. You just sell a bunch of scrolls and a couple of wands. Are there any other merchants here? No. Yeah, I don't know. Don't really have direction to go on finding more pieces of Onslaught. But I guess with that, we will end the episode here. Next time, we will make our way out to the east to go see what's up with Mim and Talon's Peak. I think Talon's Peak was one of the areas we couldn't get to. So maybe this quest will open up a path. If I'm remembering right. Yeah, we saw that ages ago, but didn't know how to get there. Because every time we've tried to get in the general location, we get picked up by Varnhold's guides. So it's possible that we can now go through the Hilltop Trail to Talon's Peak. Like this path might continue for us. Or there might be some other route that connects there. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, next time we'll probably head here, see if anyone there has anything to say about Mim. And if not, wander about and see if we can figure out how to get to Talon's Peak. While she's got 13 days. 13 days, nearly 14. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time while we try and resolve that situation. Bye.